Hi everyone, welcome to BohoMystic. My name is Mary Nelly, and today we're doing a you versus them with the person or relationship that you have on your mind. Let's pull some of these cards then. We have a few decks. I am going to be using actually my own deck that I created called the Sunlit Path. It's a chunky deck. So we just got some great news about production and printing, so we should be getting it soon, and more news to follow on that. This is actually my sample deck. It's pretty beat up. The deck that will be available for you all will be a linen finish, amazing quality, great cardstock. But I have to say I do love this one since I've been working with it for so long. Okay, let's get started. Let's pull some cards out for you guys. These are going to be your communal cards, these two decks. All right. That was really fast. One. Bottom of the deck, we have meditation mishap. Someone feels like they're spiraling out of control. Their minds are running rampant. They're letting their imaginations run wild. Someone? Let's see. Thanks. Ooh, that's 3. Okay, we'll take them. Bottom of this deck, we have you are who you're searching for. All right. You know what? We're going to use Sunlit Path for both of you. We're going to do your cards, their cards, and then we'll do some tarot. What does our viewer need to know? Can we get some information, please, about the viewer? All right, regarding their relationship with the person on their mind. I'll take that. All right. And can we get information on the person that's on their mind, please? Ooh, that's way too many. Sorry, guys. That's, oh, okay. All right. Can we get something? Oh, yes. Okay. I guess a lot of cards do want to come out. That means we're going to get some juicy information. All right, that's them. And I have to, yeah, I got to take that one. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, I guess that's what you're here for anyway, to find out about them probably more than about yourself. We have Tiwaz underneath the deck. That's warrior spirit, baby. All right, courage, warrior spirit, justice and victory, success from sacrifice, ethical leadership and honor and integrity. This is also movement forward. Oh, let's see. Someone trying to figure out if they should continue with this relationship? Maybe. All right. All right, Spirit. What does our collective need to know? What's on their mind? Information about them regarding this relationship. All right. Anything else? All right. And what about the person on their minds, please? Can we get some information on the person on their minds? Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Swords. Oh, it's like, do you give them another chance? Meditation mishap keeps, that's why I keep looking this way. It's like in my brain. So it's a person sitting there with like ghouls and stuff in their brain. Like they went overboard. They let their imagination run wild. Maybe that led to them behaving in a way that was not the best. Toilet paper hoarder. They're not willing to share details with you. They're not very upfront or with the truth. Now, I don't know if this is you or them. Let's keep going. So we have the Ten of Swords, the Queen of Swords. Yeah. Five of Cups. I mean, in this deck, you actually see the Queen of Swords with tears coming down her eyes. And all I pick up is like a regret from the Queen of Swords. Knows what she needs to do, like the Queen of Swords does. And she needs to keep putting one foot forward in front of the other. But she still wants to know about them. Is this a breakup and someone's just trying to do a check-in on their partner, their ex-partner, ex-lover? Five of Cups. The Moon. Yeah. I feel like this is an ending. Whoever's watching this and whoever's pulled into this is curious about the status of, or if there's anything left that can be resuscitated in this relationship. But I think you know that there potentially can't be, and you're here to find out if they've moved on, because it's like you're grasping at straws, like you're not getting any information. No judgment. This reading is for whomever it is for, and the cards are coming out for the people that are watching it. So no judgment. I know how hard it is to wait, and it's like you know that you need to walk away, but it's so hard. All right, let's see what else we have here. Let's take a look at your communal cards. You know what? Let's do some tokens. Maybe they'll give us some. I need my glasses because I can't see them. All right, let's see. This is like a gear shift in a car. Like first, second, third gear. It's like in third, like a neutral. Are you on a break? And you're trying to figure out, and you're trying to get a temperature, a lay of the land right now. And then we have number 25. All right, that was number 15, which is a 6. I think you're stalled. So this is a really interesting one. All right, so I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but that's this one. And this one, I don't know if it's a small seed or, I don't have the books with me, or a flame. A very, like an old person in whatever character this is. And even he's walking with a cane. Are you growing old? You're growing tired from waiting so long to hear back from this person. It was taking too much time for anything to progress in your relationship. Like I said, you feel stalled. You're growing old. You're like, I am not even moving. We're not moving. We're not doing anything. I'm growing old. All right, that's what I'm getting. Let's see what your communal cards are. Serial killer. So this card for me is the person who eats most of the box and leaves like 3 or 4 pieces at the bottom of a cereal box. And when you go in the next morning for breakfast, you have like 3 or 4 pieces fall out and you don't understand why. Like, these are pet peeves for me personally. This is how Spirit is speaking to me regarding this. This is like a pet peeve. Maybe little annoyances have become huge annoyances in the relationship. You can, with that meditation mishap, like taking small things and blowing them out of proportion. Even though it is very annoying when people do that. Clinging is unhealed wounding. Yeah, all right. I feel like I'm picking up both of your energies. I'm picking up both of you. Well, I guess I should be. Intimacy with nature is love. Maybe you need grounding. Okay. I'm going to move this so I can have space here. And last one is peace and silence are love. Okay. Oh, you know what just came to me? And I have to say it. Sometimes when you grow up in a chaotic household, or you're very used to dysfunction, when you have a source of function or a relationship that's functional, you find it boring or you find it disconcerting, and that alone can actually trigger feelings of distrust. Like, there's no way things can be this good, or there's no way things could be this healthy, or you must be keeping things from me because, you know, like, this is not normal. It's just not normal for you. That's for some people, for sure, because I'm also getting very specific examples, which I'm not going to say here. So yeah. Serial killer too, for me, is also not taking another person's feelings into account. Like, they're being petty or not respecting people's boundaries, not respecting people's likes and dislikes, kind of like laughing them off, or not prioritizing making another person feel welcome, or that their feelings, I feel like someone just laughing off people's pet peeves or people's ways of doing things, scoffing at the idea that you need to change who you are for someone else, right? And going back to this, you are who you're searching for. Maybe you felt, if you're the watcher and you're in the you pile, you're watching this video, maybe you've felt disrespected, like your reputation even has been like besmirched or something, has been called into question. Your integrity, honor has been called into question because of your partner's own inner wounding, right? Because they have a need, maybe an insatiable need for you to make them feel safe and secure all the time, and you can't do that. I mean, we can't do that for anyone. They immediately go to an extreme of suspecting you of bad behavior or ulterior motives, or of lying, or of not loving them, making you feel guilty for not being able to shower them with the love that they need. And you know, it becomes a vicious cycle, unfortunately. Now with this Tiwaz, all I'm thinking is that warrior spirit, like a relationship that you guys are constantly battling each other, and then you're trying to make up and going back and forth to try to make them feel better, and you ultimately feel guilty, but then you also feel exhausted, and then you realize it's not fair to you, and you know, again, it becomes a vicious cycle. All right, let's take a look at what's going on with you guys in this relationship, okay? Urus, yeah, strength. You guys, I mean, power, strength, endurance, yeah. Self-determination, health, healing, renewal, mental fortitude. You've been going round and round with this person. Funny, right? With the being stalled in the gear shift box here. And that little old person with their cane barely making it down the road. It's like I think you're exhausted. I think you've been going round after round with this person, and you're exhausted. And Urus is also a gateway. Maybe you took, you know, the way out, or you're thinking about going through that gateway, moving on to the next step, the next relationship, or just seeing if there's something out there that suits you better. It's like one sword too many. Like this, like things are done. You feel like things are done. Like how many more nails in the coffin can you have? Call upon or embody mermaid spirit. Yes. Transfiguration. I mean, transmutation, dualistic approach, regeneration, discretion. I think you've been bending over backwards and adapting to this person's needs and feelings, and you're exhausted. But yet, I just want to throw out there, I feel like they haven't had the same considerations for you. Maybe they're the serial killer. Their clinginess is their unhealed wounding. It's like you've been walking on eggshells, an insurmountable mountain, right, of eggshells, and it's exhausting. I keep getting you're exhausted, and the more you try to pacify and explain this away, calm yourself, thinking that in peace and silence there's love. You know, like, I think if you're here, then you most likely do these things. You're potentially going to yoga more often. You're meditating at home, trying to find a more dualistic approach to the situation. And that doesn't work because we want integration. We don't want dualism. Yeah, this is AWAS, guys. This is teamwork and cooperation under Urus. I think that you're just done. You're at a breaking point of this teamwork and cooperation, because when it's only, so the thing about AWAS is that, so we have forward momentum, teamwork, collaboration, trust and loyalty, relationships, and mode of transportation. One side of this can't be missing, because then it falls, right? It would fall to either side. And you all have to be flowing, right? Each of these are lagoons. There's like 2 lagoons on each side. And you all have to be flowing. You both have to be flowing in the same direction for this to work. And I feel like you're not. This part of is facing the other way, and you can't get this to stand. Not the way it is right now. And I think you know that. I think that you know this. I don't think you need me to tell you this. I think you know this. Then we have 3 of Wands, yeah, with the mermaid spirit. I think that you may even be finding yourself living vicariously, or not even vicariously. I think you're living potentially 2 separate lives. One with your friends, one in your work, and then, you know, like that's like your comfortable, no issues version of your life, and then you go home and then it's chaos. It's like you're back in it. And I think you definitely are ready to move. You're ready to swim away. I think you're daydreaming about moving away. And I say that, you know, metaphorically, leaving the relationship or seeing what's out there and moving in that direction. That's all I see. High Priestess with the meditation mishap. Yeah, I think you're having difficulty grounding. Absolutely. I think that you are trying desperately to make this work, asking yourself and trying to connect with your higher self, with source, with your angels, with your guides. Just coming here. I mean, to be honest, this could be that. You know, you're having difficulty doing this on your own, getting the clarity you need. So that's why you're watching this video, because your intuition, it's being clouded right now. Or don't shoot the messenger. You don't want to listen to your intuition. It's like you know what you need to do, but you just don't want to do it. And maybe you need either validation from someone else, maybe clarity from someone else, or you just need some time. You know, it doesn't happen overnight. But I think when you're at the stage where you're not feeling yourself, you can't center yourself maybe how you normally do, that speaks volumes about your own mental health, your own stability, your own security emotionally. So keep that in mind. All right, what else do we have here? 8 of Swords. Oh, after I just said that. Yeah. This is you. Oh, sweetheart. You are ruminating. That's the word for the meditation mishap. You're just going round and round and round trying to not have your reality be your reality and not wanting to have to change it and do something. And of course, this is not that this person is a bad person. I don't want that to be taken that way at all, because they're not. And if it's an unhealthy relationship, that's something even further that needs to be discussed, hopefully with a professional and with those that you love and those that you have around you. When you love someone, it's very hard to not try everything before breaking up. Especially the more intertwined your lives are, the more difficult it is to extricate yourself from them. 10 of Wands, guys. All right. And then the Ace of Swords. Okay, I think you're going to get your epiphany. You're getting your clarity. That's on the meditation mishap and the High Priestess. I have to bring this up though. The Mermaid and the Three of Wands and the 10 of Wands. What did I say? That Mermaid wants to go in towards those Three of Wands in that new direction. The 10 of Wands, but you also have the 10 of Wands that you need to take with you. This could be that you have children, that you're not going alone. And I can understand how difficult that would be, because the change would be monumental, right? It's not a change that only affects you, it affects you and potentially your children. So I wanted to acknowledge that, because I don't want to make it so willy-nilly or so easy that, hey, just pick up and go or whatever. No, I understand that there are certain limitations placed upon us. So if this is you, I see you. Now, if this is not children, but you may, again, I feel like you are literally taking these 10 of Wands with you. So do you have a mortgage in both of your names? Are you living together? Do you have an entire house that you need to separate? Do you need to move back to your hometown then, because you live in, where they live, and you don't have a social circle or a circle of support around you? Are your friends, there's like a lot of burdens here that I feel like you're still taking with you and that you have to take with you. But it doesn't mean that it's insurmountable, because the 10 of Wands simply means that, yes, it's a lot, but it's doable, and the end is possible. Like, the end is near. You're going to be able to put those burdens down. You will. I know it's a lot of baggage, but once you get through it, the baggage disappears. I mean, the baggage gets better. It gets lighter. Especially if you're feeling better about yourself. It gets better. All right, let's take a look at this person on your mind. This person that is pulling at your heartstrings. All right, love. I was just going to say that obviously you love. Oh. And you will potentially always love them. I said this in one of my previous readings. Not every relationship is meant for a lifetime. But their memories will be a lifetime, and their impact in your life could potentially be a lifetime. So, love is always the simplest answer, but so often overlooked. Yeah. I think it's love. And I feel like I was going to put this underneath clinging is unhealed wounding. I also think that there's a part of you that thinks that you can save them. Like, as though you're always taking care of them. Your love will heal them. But I'm not picking up truly unhealthy relationships here. And again, if that is the case, there are so many resources out there for you. Please reach out to someone that can help you. But for those relationships that are truly relationships that burn bright and then fizzle out, the love still remains so often, right? But you just know it's not for you anymore. You can't do this anymore. I mean, look at you. If you identify as female, biologically female, you may even feel like you want to have children and time is running out. You spent 10 years with them and nothing's moving on that front. You know, stuck in neutral, or you want the relationship to progress in some way and they don't want to. You want them to move. You have a job opportunity, they don't want to, so you make decisions based on them and not on you. But you also don't have a true commitment from them. I mean, there's so many things, potentially. Taurus says, yeah, warrior spirit again. Defense while taking action. I think that's what you've been doing. You know, it's the spear and it's the shield. It's like holding the shield up, trying to protect yourself, but at the same time, you keep moving forward with them. Pushing through, yang energy, reactive power, change. I think they have a lot of reactive power. I feel like you babysit their emotions. I know this is a lot of tough talk. I'm sorry, guys. Hope, yeah. You also have conflict and challenge under Taurus says. I feel like they are very challenging. I think we've said all that and more before even reading their cards. You know, I think that they do have hope to heal, and they've showed that to you. They've showed you that they want to do better and be better. My heart goes out to them. You know, I think they love you, but that love is also suffocating. Death, yeah. Let's read a little bit on this one. This hope card, I'm going to read this to you also. This too shall pass. The sun will continue to dance with the moon, ushering in a new day to try again. I think this is what they've been holding over you. They know that you're not going to be mad tomorrow, or you're going to potentially even apologize for something that's not your fault. And they do hope that you won't give up on them. And I think they put that pressure on you. But I do feel like they do hope to better themselves emotionally and be better. But I think without true help, therapy, growth, it's not going to happen anytime soon. If you've been with them so long already where you're already at this point, it'd be really, to be honest, it'd be hard for them to get there anytime soon. And I think if you're here and you have the Three of Wands, you're not even at the Two of Wands where you're planning and looking and thinking. I mean, I think you're ready. Either you already have broken up with this person, or you're on a break, or you are making plans in that direction soon, if you're already here in this video. All right, the Death card. Again, they do have hope that they're going to transform. Metamorphosis, endings becoming transformation, end of a cycle, dissolution of a union. I think they know this is the end. I think the reason that you don't know much about what's going on with them, and they've been tight-lipped or maybe not giving you responding or anything, it's because they know it's time for this relationship to end. Even though they held out for hope, I think they know. Deep down they know. Even if they're not admitting it to themselves yet. Or you. They know. Shadow work. Oh my God. Under love for them. I actually think this relationship is going to be a great catalyst for them to grow and have amazing growth potentially for their future endeavors, for their future lives. I know that it sucks, right? It's kind of like you doing all the work and then someone else gets the prize. But that happens often. Again, relationships, not all relationships are meant to be forever. They're meant to be growth opportunities for people. So I think you can take a little bit of pride and solace in the fact that you and your relationship with this person will be a catalyst for them to become a better person, a healthier person. I think in the end, a healthier person. So maybe they can find their light, their spark, and move in that direction of fulfilling their own dreams being the best version of themselves, a healed version or a more healed version of themselves. Hagalas, holy moly, under Taurus says, disruption, destruction, resilience in face of adversity, necessary change, transformation, unforeseen challenges. This is like the Tower card in the runes. What Taurus says, and I said about the conflict and challenge and pushing through. I think that this breakup for them is, and has been, is, or will be transformative. It is going to be their tower moment, a tower in their life. And it's good. I think they feel it. When you start seeing everything fall around you, they feel how monumental and big this is. It's not to make them feel bad or see what you lost, like taunt them with see what you lost, see what you're losing. I think we're more evolved than that here, or at least I hope so. It's wanting the best for them, and also acting upon and wanting the best for yourself, which is the primary thing here. Was transformation and growth under hope, yes. Endurance, longevity, ending and a new beginning. Cyclical nature of exchange. Yeah. Personal reflection. More of the same. It's amazing how these cards are coming out. This person is going to have like a come into Jesus moment, for lack of better words, of the change that they need to go towards, of the growth that they need to welcome in their lives. Under death, we have Six of Pentacles. It's going to be, in the end, it's going to be good for them. They're going to find harmony within themselves again. And they'll be able to receive love in a healthy way where I don't think they can now. I don't think that they know how to be potentially in a healthy relationship. This is the gift that you're giving them. The gift, without you even knowing, you're giving them. Born out of this destruction, right? The Chariot, yeah. They're moving forward. Love and shadow work. I think they're definitely going to be doing that. They're going to be more balanced. I think they are. Again, if this relationship is already done, you guys already you have tens of swords here. 10 of Swords. I think this is more for your peace of mind. I think this reading is more for your peace of mind than anything else. To know that they're okay, because you still love them. You still care about them and worry about them. Because I think after helping them regulate their emotions for a long time, that it seems here, it's really hard to disconnect, to disengage from that worry, that constant worry about this person. So I understand that. But I think that we can't infantilize this person either. I think they need to stand on their own 2 feet and do the work. And I think that if they're not doing it now, they will be soon. They're going to find the balance because they're capable of such great love. And you can see it. Hopefully they find people that can help them. The Four of Wands, oh my gosh. The Sun and the Queen of Wands. I think that this person is going to find true growth and confidence in who they are. Because they have the clarity, the understanding of why things became and ended the way they did. They will. I truly feel that. I do feel like there's going to be some resentment, though, on your part. That they're doing well. Or they're going to do well. And I just don't want you to stay in that mind frame. It's not going to be healthy. And it's not where you want to be. You get to go and experience now newfound freedom. And nothing was wasted. You have managed to take the lessons from this and use them for good moving forward. And good for yourself first, though. This was a tough one. I can feel you guys. I can feel this relationship. So this is what I see for you guys. I hope that one day have peace and take some happiness, knowing that you have been an important part in the growth of this person. Like, even if you never get recognized for it, anything, it doesn't matter. You know all the work you've put in. So don't focus on this person anymore. The person you need to focus now is on you. You need to be your priority. And it takes time. I know that. It takes time not to think about them, worry about them, need to know everything about what's going on in their lives. I know it takes time, but baby steps, okay? Baby steps. Because this is about you now, not about them. So guys, I'm wishing you the ability to find your intuition again, the ability to find peace again, like to be able to meditate again, to be able to be one with yourself again, to quiet those racing thoughts, to ground yourself, to accept yourself the way you are, forgive yourself for the time that it's gone by, and forgive them eventually. All right. Bye, guys.